Hi everyone, my name's Kira McKibben and I'm a Customer Success Manager at Freshworks. Today I'm here with Anthony and Fiona from Concern Worldwide to hear about how Freshservice has been supporting their remote working journey during COVID-19. Anthony and Fiona, could you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Anthony Cullen and I'm an IT project manager with Concern Worldwide. I'm with them just over a year, and one of the first projects I was assigned was to come up with a new solution for a help desk system. We had been using one for a number of years that did the job but was only really used locally, and we wanted to have a system in place that could be used in all the countries where we operate, and we wanted a web-based solution as well. And so yes, eventually we came up with Freshservice.
Hi, I'm Fiona Savage. I am the IT Application Support Officer in the IT Department of Concern Worldwide. I've been with Concern Worldwide for 12 years, and as Anthony mentioned, in that time we had a ticketing system, but it was very local. It was really only good for one site.
Great. And Fiona, can you give us an overview of Concern Worldwide?
Yeah, Concern Worldwide is an Irish-based organisation. We're an international charity with a focus on the poorest countries in the world. So we were founded in 1968 in response to a famine in Biafra, and since then, we have continued to work with the poorest of the poor. Our mission at the moment is, our mission really is about ending extreme poverty, whatever it takes. We're based in 27 countries, spanning all the way from Haiti right across to North Korea. Our kind of work is we're, supporting local beneficiaries with various projects, whether they be, water projects, livelihoods, seed distributions. So it's very challenging. We have 4,000 staff members currently, based all around the globe, with a variety of languages as well.
Anthony, can you tell us about your Freshservice use case and some of the key benefits that you've seen since introducing the tool?
Yes, so we use Freshservice mainly for ticketing for IT. The IT help desk, although it is used in other departments as well, including facilities and finance, who provide support for some of our financial systems. We've been using it since November last year. At the moment, we've 70 agents set up, with only 60 of those would be active, and then the other 10 would be very occasional users. A couple haven't really used them at all. I think Freshservice brings a structure to the way we support our end users and allows us to easily see trends and react quickly to ongoing issues. This is also the first time we've had a help desk system available outside of Ireland, and the other countries have really embraced it and found it quite easy to use. We're in 17 countries at the moment, with another 9 to roll out. And one of the key selling points here for us is the fact that Freshservice is multi-language, and so that really helps in some of the countries we have, particularly French speaking, where a lot of the people would not have any English and only speak French, so that really helps us there.
Sounds like Freshservice is a big part of delivering your employee experience.
Yeah.
Would you say remote working has particularly affected the employee experience?
Yes, it certainly has. We've just completed a survey of all our staff in the UK and Ireland, so that's for about 300 staff, and we're currently going through the results. But it looks like the majority of people have had positive experience. Although some have said they're actually less productive, but I think that's more because of things like distractions that they'd have at home, and there are some people obviously looking after their kids and that kind of thing, so they wouldn't be as productive. But yeah, certainly it's been a different experience for them, but being able to, having the right tools has helped us a lot.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of adapting that we all have to do right now. And would you say that Freshservice has helped you adapt to this challenge, and any standout features you can think of that have made things easier for you?
Yeah, I think being able to capture all the issues, whether it's by email or portal, and being able to view the stats in the analytics module, it's made it an awful lot easier for us to support users remotely. Not having, I think for the users themselves, not being able to walk up to IT and grab us quickly and to help them. They've found that difficult, but actually what they're finding is they're getting a good reaction when they do log a ticket by email or through the portal, and they are we're reacting quickly and getting to them. So they've had it's been very positive for them.
And are there any other tools you're using at Concern Worldwide to improve collaboration?
Yeah, I suppose the obvious ones are Zoom and Skype for Business, because obviously when people like to have their meetings, they like to be able to see who they're talking to, and I think Zoom and Skype for Business helps them with that.
Have you integrated those with Freshservice?
Skype for Business we've had Skype for Business integrated since the start, and that really helps when one of our guys is working on an issue and wants to get a quick response from the user who's logged it. They can just quickly call them up there while they're in the ticket using Skype for Business, and that works really well.
Great. And for organisations across the globe going through the same things as Concern Worldwide at the moment, do you have any top tips for them on how they can respond to the challenge of remote working?
Yeah, I think the first of those would be maybe a bit too late, because it involves training and in preparation for this. Although we didn't get a lot of warning for the virus, we set up training immediately. We knew that people would have to start working from home, and so everyone in the office was trained up on how to use our tools when working remotely. And I think that training has proved to be priceless. And one of the points that came up regularly in the survey was the fact that they felt the training really helped them and gave them the confidence to work properly from home. Also having all the documentation available, I think that's been very important. So ensuring that they have instructions if they need it, or either relating to the training that we did, or relating to processes, that's available to them while they're working remotely. And also we have that in SharePoint, and also a lot of documents in Freshservice in the solutions database there. So that's been really helpful. And I guess the last thing is the infrastructure, and being properly prepared for the amount of people that are going to be working remotely as opposed to in the office, and making sure that there's proper load balancing happening within the infrastructure.
And what's the feedback from your IT team been like about Freshservice?
They definitely have an appreciation for how easy it is to use, and how helpful it is in keeping control of the issues. I think people feel like nothing's been let slip through the cracks, that they know the tickets that they need to concentrate on. They get their constant updates via those tickets, so any interactions are all recorded, and the analysts get their reminders. So I think it's fair to say there's a definite confidence in and reliance on Freshservice.
That's fantastic to hear. And Anthony, how would you rate your experience of partnering with Freshworks so far?
Well, in two words, very positive. Issues that we've had have generally been resolved quickly, and those ones that haven't been resolved quickly, we've certainly been getting, we're being kept up to date with the progress. I think also one of the key things was the proactive nature of Freshworks, and so they're coming to us. You're coming to us and asking us, how things are going. Can we help you in any way? I think particularly during a crisis like this, where presumably all your customers are having the same types of issues that you are getting to us and offering to help, and I think that's really very much appreciated by us.
And Fiona, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, from a more technical side, I found partnering with Freshworks was really positive, as Anthony said. So during the implementation stage, we had an awful lot of help from the Freshworks team, which was really great. They were able to point out things they knew from their experience. So it made implementation and setup and the configuration of the system really easy. Ongoing, using Freshworks. To be honest, the chatbot called Freddie within Freshworks is really useful. If I have any query about how anything works, I can just type in straight away, and I get a response within 2 minutes, and usually any queries I have are resolved within 10 minutes. And it's built into Freshservice, so we don't even have to I don't have to go elsewhere to make the query. And then I suppose finally for our users, Kira was really really great in giving us advice on how to get our staff to engage with the portal on the help desk, which for us is really important, because going forward we'll see the self-service element really good, and we hope to develop that a lot more.
Great. And alongside developing your self-service offering, what's next for your Freshservice journey, guys?
Yeah, well, from our point of view, we've just recruited a new IT operations manager who will be responsible for Freshservice going forward, and responsible for all IT support. So one of the biggest topics on our agenda when we discuss this, when we're back to normal, will be the future of this system, where we want to go with Freshservice, because we know we've really just scrape the surface, and there's a lot more that Freshservice has to offer. So as Fiona mentioned, the self-help will be really important in how we develop that more, and using the solutions database and Freddie as well. So things like a support bot where we can provide support to them without actually needing to be engaged in the process, that it happens automatically within Freshservice. So that would be areas that we're definitely looking at. Onboarding and offboarding as well. I know there is a bit of functionality within the system there, but we'd like to build on that and improve it a bit, and see where we can go. And also we want to add more departments. So at the moment it's, as I mentioned, we have, I think, 5 departments in total using the system for various reasons, very supportive reasons, and we know there are more that we'd like to look at using. So it'll be there's maybe restrictions like with HR. There's a confidentiality thing there that we need to discuss, and how we can separate them out totally from everything else. So they're the kind of areas that we want to look at.
Great. Sounds like you've got some really exciting plans for the year ahead. I think that's a good place to wrap things up, guys. And thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your amazing customer story. Really pleased to hear how Freshservice has supported you so well during COVID-19.
Okay, thank you.